It's me, Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the UK. And we're live! I've got the email. Yay! So, happy Jubilee weekend for anyone who is joining from the UK. We are celebrating the Platinum Jubilee, that's 70 years of the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, which is just amazing to even think about. I've got my drink in my sparkles. Hello, Nora. In my lovely sparkly mug, I have my drink. Apologies, hello, Jane. Apologies for looking dishevelled. I have just come in from the garden because we've got a lovely day today. We've got a couple of nice days forecast for the weekend. Most celebratory things within villages and towns are taking place on Sunday. So guess which day we've got a heavy rain forecast for? Certainly here. Hello, Claire. So, yes. So I'm just dropping my tea bag further into my mug. I've got a cold brew going, which is yummy. It's peach. So, yes, we've got lots of things planned over the weekend. Tomorrow's going to be all right. That's the dog show in the village. Then Saturday is a sports day, 1950s style sports day for the children of the village. That may or may not be all right. And Sunday, it looks like it's going to be wet. They just, you just can't get it right, can you? So, who have we got? We've got Marcella. Hello, Marcella. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Helen from Grantham. Hello, Carol from... WA. Oh, Western Australia, I'm thinking. Port Townsend, Western Australia. And Sherry from a finally warm Oregon. Yeah, we've got nice weather today. It's about 21 degrees, which for us is good for June. But the forecast for Sunday is about 15 degrees and rain. So lovely, lovely. So, I'm looking at retiring items today. Hello, Joanna. Because the last chance list has gone live. I did a walkthrough of that on this channel a week, 10 days ago. So if you go and have a look at the lives, you will see that. I did a real rush through, showing what this is for you, English, European, or non-sentiment items. So I've not done Washington State. Sorry, Carol, I should know by now. WA is Western Australia as well, which is where I was confused. I was thinking, I'm sure you're from America. And why am I thinking Western Australia? And that'll be why. I went to Australia many moons ago. I mean, many moons ago, probably about 40, maybe 45. No, 40, wouldn't have been 45, maybe in 35. And they had this jingle that they were doing, G'day from WA. And that's why I'm always thinking Western Australia is WA. Anyway, so yes, I'm using today the Rainbow of Happiness and Brilliant Rainbow dies. Currently in Europe, they are both available. The stamp set is half price. I mean, half price. Instead of £17, it's £8.50. Now, the discounts are not the same in all regions. They're all the same within each region. So North America is obviously USA and Canada. South Pacific is Australia and New Zealand. And Europe is the UK, France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands. So the figures and the percentages I'm giving you are for the UK only and Europe. So obviously the dies, because they don't have words in, I've looked at the dies. They are not discounted. They're still £29. But it's an amazing bargain. £8.50 for the stamp set and £29 for the dies. So I'm using both. I'm going to start with the dies. And my motivation for this is that one of our neighbours has recently moved and the new people have moved in, and I thought it would be nice to make a welcome to your new home card, and I thought rainbows. I'm using a sentiment from the annual catalogue, but hey. So, Jane spent 38 years in Australia, and you've been back in the UK for 12 years in July. Okay. Whereabouts in Australia? It being a large country. I went to WA. I went to Perth because we had relatives there. So, yes. Let me flip the camera down, and then I can actually show you what I'm doing. New grid paper. This is the new in-colour grid paper. This obviously is Sweet Sorbet. But yes, I finally got my new grid paper. Right, I have done a bit of prep because it's a bank holiday here. And call me old-fashioned, I quite like to have a holiday. I don't know why. So I've got Starry Sky, a piece of vellum. I have embossed this piece of Balmy Blue with the Cloud embossing folder, which is not 3D. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Well, you know, it's kind of what I do. So, yes, I was speaking with one of my other neighbours, who is also their neighbour. It's a very odd layout where we are because we've got a bit of land that goes behind our next door neighbour, which means we've got 4 next door neighbours, which is a bit random, but anyway. So Jane was in Brisbane. Wow, that would be hot. Queensland, isn't Queensland hot? It's the north bit, isn't it? Oh, your parents emigrated in 72 when you were 8. Yeah, my the relatives that we had in Western Australia were 10 bob poms. So they obviously emigrated a little bit earlier than that. So I'm going to cut the clouds down. But because it's rainbows, I thought it would be nice to have clouds. And I'm then going to give you a choice of, I'm going to take 1/4 inch off each of 2 sides. So one long and one short side. I think I'll take off the top. So there's going to be a reasonable amount of vellum showing. So yes, I was talking to one of my other neighbours who is also their neighbour, and she was telling me that they have moved in, so it feels right. Because we are still, relatively speaking, new people. I need a new blade for my trimmer. I'm lazy. I've got blades, I just haven't bothered changing them. Also, you do tend to get a little bit of fuzz when you trim something that's embossed. Your parents were 10 bob poms in 72. Gosh, I thought it had finished. 10 pounders. Yeah, no, it was 10 bob back in the 50s. So 10 shillings, old money. But yes. Joanna's grandfather was born in Brisbane. It's a small world. I'm going to use Seal Plus to stick my embossed piece to my vellum. I'm going to be careful because embossing breaks down the fibres of your card, which means it's more susceptible to the very strong adhesive that is Seal Plus. But Seal Plus is very good and went for sticking onto vellum. So let me pop that down. So your parents were some of the last to go out as 10 pounders. Okay, that would make sense. I always wanted to live in Australia as a kid. Would I want to live there now? I don't know. I quite like living here. Right, there is sort of an up and a down. I think the hashing is probably the base. I'm just going to fold my card base in half. This is just a half sheet. I've put my bone folder away, no wonder I can't find it. Just half a sheet of A4 scored and folded and burnished. So that's going to be my basic card. Now, as I say, I've already done some die cutting. Technically, there aren't enough pieces in this die, because technically there should be 7 colours in a rainbow. Some people say 6, but certainly more than 4. But I'm going to live with it. Now, I'm wondering if I can be ever so clever and lay these back in, put adhesive on them, and have them stay in place long enough for me to turn them over. No, that's not going to work, so I won't bother. Right, I am thinking, so I've got, let me tell you what I've got, because you get a choice. The pearlescent, pearlized, no mother of pearl, that's the one, paper in these retiring spring-summer catalogue, January to June catalogue. This is going, this mother of pearl paper, which, let me see if I can find a price for you. Bum, bum, bum. Page 23. 30% off at just £3.85 for 2 sheets. Bargain! So, you can choose either we're going to use this, or coming in the new autumn winter catalogue, or July to December, if you're in South Pacific, it's obviously not autumn winter. We've got white glitter or glimmer paper coming back. Now, I've still got this from goodness knows when, and I'm thinking, do we want white glitter or pearl? Let me see if I can get any. You probably can't see any difference at all. Oh, there we are. There's a bit of a difference. So this one is the glitter and this one is the pearl. So they've both got a bit of something going on. The pearl actually probably has more going on. You just can't see it. So, oh, there we are. There we are. Just catching it. So let me know which you would rather use. The glitter or glimmer or the mother of pearl. So glimmer, mother of pearl. So I've die cut some of those, and I've got 2 sets of each of those. And 2 sets, I mean, there are 4 dies in the die cut, in the die pack, and I've cut them twice. So that is a choice I'm going to leave. Ooh, the glitter paper is gorgeous. As I say, I'm not sure if it's exactly the same as what's coming in the new July to December catalogue, but as I've got it, I'm going to use it. Deborah likes the glitter, but can you put them against the paper? Yes, I can put them against the paper for you, so you can see them against the paper. So let me bring that up. Let me just find my camera again. So this is the glimmer, and this is the mother of pearl. So they're both a bit pearly. One is just more sparkle and the other's a bit more pearl. So Sherry wants pearl. So now you've seen it against the paper, let's think again. So whatever we do, whatever I'm doing with those, I'm going to have my rainbow, which is Poppy Parade, Mango Melody, Parakeet Party, and Starry Sky, hence the Starry Sky background. And then I'm thinking I'm going to have some clouds at the feet. Do rainbows have feet? So I've got a pearl and a glitter so far. And then I'm going to do my sentiments on black, I think. Now I had some black out. Where's it gone? There it is. The sentiments are actually very narrow that I'm using. So I'm thinking I might put them. I might change my mind and. Ooh, no, I'm going to use Starry Sky. Going to use Starry Sky. Starry, starry sky. Paint your palette blue and grey. You really don't need me to sing. 2 glitters, 1 pearl. Right, so I'm going to white heat emboss from Sweet Songbirds. Welcome, so happy you're here. Welcome, actually I may put so happy you're here on the inside. I'm going to heat emboss both and see what happens. So, and while I'm doing that, you can continue to vote. I could put a poll up, of course, but that means I'll be doing that instead of this. So I need my sentiments, which I don't think I've used, so I'm going to need to prep them. Prepping. Oop. Hello, Deborah from Michigan. Let's use the back of my hand. I just realised I've put hand cream on. May not be a great idea having hand cream on when I'm heat embossing, but never mind. Oh, I haven't got my pearl. There's the pearl. There's that. So glitter at the top, pearl at the bottom. Okay, so let's ink both of them up. Can't remember where I put the embossing buddy now. Oh, so embossing buddy coming back. It is unfortunately coming back with a toolkit. Hello, Linda from Oregon. Carol wants pearl. So we now have 2 pearl, 2 glitter. 'Twas ever thus. Welcome. Say, I may not put so happy you're here on the outside. I may put so happy you're here on the outside and welcome on the inside. Who knows? Who knows the secret of the black magic box? At which point I think, I wonder how many people actually know what I'm talking about when I say who knows the secret of the black magic box. Brush. There's a brush in the new thing as well, in the new toolkit as well. See, I've got a bit of fluff. Gotcha. There was just a little bit of fluff. Right. Pearl, pearl, glitter, glitter, pearl. Okay, so we're now at pearl. Trusty cheese board is under here. Heat tool. Clouds flying everywhere. Right, okay. I'm going to be brave and cut these by hand. They are very blocky, so it should, famous last words, be relatively straightforward to cut them. And then I can have a look and see what they look like. It does rather look like Pearl is winning out because it's 3-2. But that's not, you know, there's apparently 13 of you on. So, unlucky for some. So there's, you know, a chance for more voting. So those are my sentiments done. Let's get rid of these bits. And Helen says glitter. Looks like I'm going to have to make an executive decision soon, doesn't it? Pearl from Queensland, Australia. Pearl. Oh, it's getting going now. The competition is heating up. Right, okay. I'll go Pearl. Decision made. It's Pearl. Let's hope that the delay... There's always a lag. So let's hope the delay doesn't upset things. So let's pop the glitter to one side. And just have Pearl. If I could pick the glitter up, that would be good. I need to finish doing my nail varnish. Because it's the Jubilee, I have red, white and blue nail varnish. Obviously. But I do need to finish doing it. But I didn't think that was a clever idea when I was gardening. So I'm going to pop this down first, work from the outside in. Oh, and there are tweezers in the toolkit as well. They're both beautiful, said Deborah. How very politically, democratically correct. And I don't mean that in a, cynical kind of way. I mean that most sincerely. Right, so that's Poppy Parade down. Don't know why I put the lid back on when I knew I was going to need it again. Let's get rid of the card base for the moment. Right, so the key to this is to try to line up the bases. I am going to cover them with clouds, but even so, it'd be quite nice if the bases line up, then everything else is going to line up and look right. So I've kind of squished some of the rainbow colours together. So it's supposed to go red, orange, yellow. So I thought Mango Melody isn't quite sure whether it's orange or yellow. And Parakeet Party isn't quite sure whether it's yellow or green. And Starry Sky isn't quite sure if it's blue or indigo. I have missed out on the violet, obviously. I could have used Oasis Orchid. Orchid Oasis. Orchid Oasis, which isn't quite sure if it's a blue or a purple in my eyes. Right, so there's our rainbow. And I'm thinking we can have, oops, I obviously have sticky fingers, a cloud there. I mean, this is a classic rainbow. A cloud there. And then we can add another couple of clouds maybe. There's going to be embellishments, obviously. So we can have a cloud up there. And a cloud down there. So my question really will be, do I go welcome, or do I go so happy you're here? Or do I do both? Now if I'm doing both, I would probably do something like, no, I probably would go there and then down there. Or if I'm just doing welcome, I just won't have that. Ooh, I've got a snaggy bit. Excuse me while I do some manicuring. That's going to catch otherwise. So yeah, not sure. While I'm thinking, oops, while I'm thinking, I'm going to pop my clouds on dimensionals. So we've red, white and blue bunting up outside the house. the village is beginning to look very just welcome on the outside. Okay, Joanna, thank you. Let's get rid of that then. And then we can put so happy you're here on the inside. So yes, someone has wool bombed their front wall with corgis, the Queen, soldiers in busbies, those big hats. Hello, Donna. So yes, all sorts of things, which looks lovely. There is a competition for the best dressed house. We're not going to get it. Ours is just cheap and nasty plastic bunting that I've had lying around for a while. So just want to get rid of that bit. So yeah, ours is just there for show, really, just so that it's there. But yeah, this one house has gone to town with someone's obviously an avid knitter. Yeah, actually that bit there would probably work. It is, isn't it, Joanna? It's just, I mean, some places are going more to town than others. So we're between 3 towns, I suppose. If we're going to go shopping not into Oxford, we would either go to one of these 3. Ooh, no, it won't. It might fit behind one of these though. Let's have a look. No, not really. So yes, we're kind of equidistant between these three towns. One has what I call, council bunting, and it's lovely. One has gone to town, and the other's done nothing at all. Each to their own. I'm going to put an embellishment in there. I'm not very happy with the gap, so I'm going to do a little embellishment. But in the meantime, I'm going to pop a few of the little clouds around. Possibly 3, liking my odd numbers. So the Queen made it to the fly past at Buck House. She didn't make it to Trooping the Colour, but she's 96. So yes, but she saw the fly past, so that was good. Right, let's pop this on there. I am going to use Seal Plus again because it's vellum. I did a review of Seal this week on Top Tip Tuesday. I will be doing Seal Plus next week as I work my way through all of the adhesives. I've even ordered, gosh shock horror, the fine tip glue pen. So I can do a review of that. It's something I don't generally get on with terribly well because I can't get the lid back on. But I'm gonna do it. So I will be writing in there, obviously, and I will put So Happy We're Here on the inside. Right. But, ooh, I was going to use those, but I think I might use those. Those are pretty. Although they're a bit, maybe I'll use those. I'm going to use iridescent pearls. So these are new. I was thinking of using the polished dots, but I think I'm going to stick with pearls, particularly as I want to hide. There's a funny little bit in here. So I'm going to use a baby iridescent pearl there, just to hide the funny little gap. Then we'll have a large pearl up there, and another small pearl. Should be using the putty end really, but I wanted to get in underneath. So I'll have a small pearl there. So we've got a diagonal leading our eye across. I do like these iridescent pearls. They're so sweet. They're so cute. I sort of looked at the hearts the heart pearls, but they're a bit, I don't know whether our new neighbour would appreciate heart-shaped pearls. So I've, yeah, go for something a little more classic. Right, so that's our first card, and I've got one quick second card to do, which is going to be a bit different. Pop that one up there. Right, I need a white. Or shall I use vanilla? No, I'm going to use vanilla. I'm going to use vanilla. So, this time I'm using the stamp set. Thank you, Joanna. Always remember, if you enjoy it, thumbs up is always appreciated. So if it floats your boat. Right, so these are, clearly I have used this one with red quite a lot because it's stained. I'm just getting those ready. They need to relax. Is that? It is. Might use that, might not. Or I might use that. So this says sending you a rainbow of happiness. Possibly not, because I'm going to be doing odd colours. So I don't think that's quite right, but we may use the dashy thing. Right, so this one's going to be portrait. Thank you, Deborah. Yes, bright and cheerful. I thought that would be good for someone who's just moved into the village. I mean, you know, let's face it, they're never going to be here forever because all, you know, part of the... I'm joking, by the way. They'll never be really part of the village because they weren't born here. One thing we did discover quite early on is that we don't live in our house. We live in somebody else's house who moved out of it way before we moved in. Everybody knows the houses in the village by who has previously lived there, which is fine, except when you then say, sorry, so where are we going for this thing? Oh, we're going to Anne's house. Don't know Anne. Well, it's where so-and-so's house. It was so-and-so's house before. Yeah, still not helpful. So, yeah. Right, I'm going to go from light to dark, and I'm going to start with Sahara Sand. So this is going to be a sepia rainbow. And there is method in my madness-ish. Honest. The method in my madness is, it's a sort of train of thought. So when I was a teenager, I had my bedroom decorated in sepia colours, including a Union flag in sepia colours on my chest of drawers. In fact, I had a Union flag and a Star Spangled Banner, but in sepia colours, because that's what I wanted. So that's what I had. So this is crumb cake. So then we need soft suede next. So yes, this is where my train of thought has gone. It's gone from back in the day, rather than bright and cheerful, I went for sepia. I was obviously a challenging child. That's soft suede. And then we're going for almost black, although it needs re-inking, so it won't be. Early espresso. Sorry, I had a smit on it. That's better. I can see the smit. So let me see if I can get the smit off without damaging my ink pad. There we go. Thank you, smit. Right, so that's my rainbow in inverted commas, and I'm going to I'm going to have You Make Me Happy without the fluff down in the bottom corner here. And actually I'm going to go soft suede because it seems to be darker than early espresso. Do need to re-ink my early espresso. So You Make Me Happy. Because they're photopolymer, I was feeling brave. I like to do from the outside first. I find it easier. Drink. So yeah, I find it easier to work from the outside in. Normally I would do dark to light because then you can see, but because they're shape. So if I was doing two-step stamping, for example, I would do the darker colour first. Thank you, Carol. Right, now, the really brave / stupid thing I'm thinking of doing is to add a bit more zazz. I've been watching the Netflix version of The Prom, which is hysterically funny. So I'm thinking adding some zazz over the soft suede in gold. So, embossing buddy, where'd you go? There we are. So, embossing buddy. Just realised I was going to trim my piece of paper down. I may not be doing that. I might just be able to sneak a piece off the side there. Right, so fingers crossed, eyes down for a full house and all that. Tongue sticking out, obviously. Let's get the spoon. Gosh, it's getting quite warm in here. I don't have any windows open, which is probably why. Right, some of the ink that isn't Versamark is still wet, but that's easily dealt with. Let me get rid of the spoon. See, I think Stampin' Up were watching me heat emboss when they came up with the new toolkit that we're getting. Because they've given me a brush, tweezers, an embossing buddy, and a tray to catch all the powder in. I don't think there's anything else. I think it's just those bits, but anywho. Right. Noise, a noisy noise, a noise, a noisy oyster. Yes, I have gone mad. It's official. Liz has gone mad. So it would appear that the early espresso also was a bit damp, so we've got a sort of haze, but actually it's quite nice. Can you see that? Let me see if you can see that. Come on, mouse, wakey wakey. No, I don't think you can. Oh, a little bit. But yes, so the early espresso has got a sort of haze of gold over it, which is not unpleasant. Right, now I did say I was going to try and trim that down because I want a little bit around the edge. Can I? Ooh, probably. I'm going to have to fudge it a bit, but we can do fudging. Right, so I've taken a 1/16 of an inch off there. Thank you. 1/16 of an inch off there. 1/16. Oops. Might have to take a little bit more off the other side. Let's try this side again. Yes, I definitely need a new blade. Right, and then I can just take 1/8 of an inch off the, oh sorry, no, 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch off the top. Now there's going to be ribbon and embellishment. So I've just tweaked that off a little bit. Not terribly straight, but it'll do. Right, I might go soft suede actually. I was going to go early espresso, but I think I might go soft suede. That's going to be big enough. And card base and some ribbon. Right, which ribbon? I could either use Sahara sand or gold. So I can either do that or that. So I can do Sahara sand, gold, or natural finish. Ooh, I think I'm going to go natural finish. Should we go natural finish? I think it might make more of a statement. Just lent into the Sahara sand stamp. Right, snips. Right, okay, need to trim this piece down. Thinking that's probably about right, which it is. This was supposed to be the quicker card. I suppose I have prepped the other one. Natural finish, thank you Deborah, yep. We are in agreement. Now, for those of you who don't watch me regularly, generally speaking I do not use multi-purpose liquid glue on the smooth cardstock. However, when I have heat embossed, I do, and I use a lot, because it helps. Absolutely, Jane, I agree. So yes, the liquid glue helps flatten everything else. Flatten everything out. I mean, it's not too wibbly because of the heat embossing, but it's a little wibbly. See, put it away again. Right. Ribbon. So I'm going to have the ribbon quite high up. Could almost have it. Ooh, quite like that. Yeah, I'm going to have it so it's the rainbow is sitting on it. Thank you, Nora. All lovely. It's going to sit on it. It's got to sit on it. Can't be sort of sitting on it. Right. Okay. Now I can let go of my ends. And come on. Thank you. There we go. And I'm just going to pop some over the ribbon because that will then stick to the card base, or my finger, which will then mean that it will trap it in between the two layers, if it would care to adhere at all. No, it's not going to. Okay, tear and tape. Did it one side, doesn't want to do it the other side. But I like my ribbon to be trapped. Glue, that's what I'm looking for. The pattern is obviously very important. It's not. It's not important. Right, then, are they out? No, they're not. They're away. Gosh, I've actually put an embellishment away. Such a thing never happened. If you could see my stamp table or my desk, it looks like a bomb has landed. Right. Come up here. Right, and that is it. Let's pop those away. So we have very bright and we have subtle. So this would be for really anyone, I guess. But this one I'm going to give to our new neighbour. So there you go. So while you're looking at those, I'm going to clean some stamps and generally do a bit of a blether. So do remember that retiring items are while stocks last. And I think, don't quote me on this, but even in North America, where in the past stamps have been available pretty much until the last moment because we were still manufacturing them, I'm not sure that that is happening now because of the general issue with getting hold of basic products. So just if there's anything you want in the retiring mini, please don't hang about. I checked for Europe. I checked this morning. Well, I say this morning, actually it was just before I came on live, and nothing has yet sold out. But that's not to say that it won't tomorrow, or indeed later this afternoon. So thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Donna. So I will be endeavouring to do a simple stamping Saturday. I haven't filmed it yet, but I'm hoping to get that done this afternoon. Although I may wait until it's raining on... Oh, actually, no, tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day. So, yeah, I'll probably do it this afternoon. I know what I'm doing, I just need to actually do it. So, yes, I will be... Those aren't that stamps there. I will be back on Saturday recorded, and then back again live on Tuesday, and randomly at some other points, because I do random lives and I'm going to continue to do random lives. But I will definitely be here on Saturday recorded. So if you've enjoyed that, please give it a thumbs up. If you're watching in the future on the recording, you can ask any questions in the description bar below. Do just bear in mind that Although this is a live, I can't see when you leave the comment, by which I mean if you leave the comment specifically in answer to a question, I won't know which question you're answering, because it won't show when in the recording you left the comment. It just shows the comment. So if you do have any questions, please ask quite a full version of it. So if it's, you know, when will we be able to get the embossing toolkit, that would be a useful question, as opposed to when will we be able to get it. I'm using that as an example. So yes, but I'm very happy to answer questions when I can. I do need to do some catching up. I am very, very, very behind with answering questions, for which I apologise. It has been quite busy doing all these lives, I have to say. So thank you very much indeed. Can't wait until I retire and end the month so you can have a greater chance of catching me live. Yay, Deborah! So yes, you can indeed. Congratulations on your forthcoming retirement. Always something to look forward to. So yes. Right. So thank you very much indeed. I've suddenly realised I've sunk again. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Nora. Helen, it's your first live. Yay! Well, my next one will be Tuesday at 11 o'clock UK time, to give you that's in the morning. It's 10 to 4 now. I can't remember where you said you're from, but it's 11 o'clock UK time and 3 o'clock Thursday afternoon. Anything else that is recorded normally goes live at about 8 o'clock, but that's recorded, so, and doesn't say live. Right. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already. You're very welcome, Deborah. Don't miss out on the stamp set and dies if they are something you're looking for. Half price stamp set is just too good to miss, frankly. Rainbows are always good. So, thank you very much indeed. And Grantham. You're from Grantham. Ah! Not that far away, where the gingerbread comes from. My mother used to make very nice Grantham gingerbread. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. I've got a garden calling me and a Simple Stamping Saturday to record, so I will see you then, I hope. Bye-bye.